Well, hello, my honors. We're cranking today, aren't we? Hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, now we're going to do absolute value. This will probably take 2 videos. But if I have x minus 3 is greater than 4, what that really means is I want all the numbers that are more than 4 units away from 3, because subtraction really means distance from. Now, if it's just greater than 4 this way, so all the numbers more than 4 units away from 3. So here's 3, 4 units would be 7, more than would go this way. Now, if I want it to go on both sides, that's when we use the absolute value. So then 4 units would be -1. Now, if I have greater than, that means you're going away from the middle. And what is this a typical item of? Well, it's an OR. So greater than always stands for OR when we're working with the variable and absolute value. So if I said x minus 3, absolute value is less than 4, less than means you're coming towards the middle. So you'd have this. Whee! And that is a typical and. Now remember that. Now we got to talk about the definition of absolute value. If the middle or inside the absolute value is bigger than or equal to 0, what happens? Well, the absolute value of 10 is 10. Absolute value of 4, I wonder what this button is. Oh, I know what that button is now. Sorry about that. In fact, no, sorry. I didn't know what that was. Wee. Well, that was kind of fun. If x is greater than or equal to 0, it's positive. Absolute value 10 is 10. Nothing happens. So if it's positive or 0, the inside is not affected by the absolute value. If x is smaller than 0 or negative, you would say, well, the absolute value does have an effect. So just yell out what I say. What's the absolute value -2? 2. What's the absolute value -4? 4. So the absolute value takes the opposite of the inside when it's negative. So if I don't know what the inside is, I have to do 2 different cases to take care. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a problem over on the left, and I'm going to put the steps here on the right. So step 1, get rid of absolute value, I abbreviated, by using the definition, which I just showed you on the other side. So first, what if this inside is positive? The absolute value has no effect on it. But what if the inside is negative? Then you got to take the opposite. So if positive, drop absolute value. If negative, take the opposite. Now I need to connect this with a word. And we only have 2 choices, and or. Well, this is less than. Now I had a teacher that would always say this. Less than is and. Greater is or. So if it's greater than or greater than or equal to, it's or. if it's just equals, it's or, because you can't say x equals 3 and x equals 9. It's either x equals 3 or x equals 9. Now, less than or less than or equal to, that's and. Now, I'm going to do this kind of, oh, this should be A and this should be B. I messed up. This is 2. I thought that was an A. No, I kind of did mess up. Boy, my outline's horrible. Let's make that an A, and then we can go 2 symbol, I guess. Sorry about that, my peeps. So then we're going to go 3 solve. So just solve it. So this is an and you must write that word down or I take points off even if you do it right. So subtract 4, so it's 2x is less than or equal to 4. Divide by 2. This one, take the opposite. Add 4. Divide by -2. Switch the direction of the inequality. So it would be everything between -6 and 2. Greater than -6 and less than 2, equal to. So let's try another one. Let's do 4 minus x is greater than 10. Okay. So first, use definition. Definition says if the inside's positive, just drop it. It's greater, so it'd be or. And if the inside's negative, you got to take the opposite of it. Woohoo! So subtract 4. Take the opposite. Distribute the 4. Add 4 to both. I said that wrong. Distribute the negative, not the 4. So it makes it -4 plus x. Add 4. X is greater than 14. So a typical or. Dot away. There we go. Hey, we're doing this pretty good. Now I'm going to continue with this in the next video. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you.